Hey guys, welcome back to Ape Nation, your #1 source for all things Planet of the Apes on YouTube. My name is Josh, and this is part 2 of my playthrough of the 2017 video game Planet of the Apes: Last Frontier. If you are watching this, I can only assume that you have already watched part 1, in which I played the prologue as well as chapter 1 of the game, but in case you didn't watch part 1, I have played this game before, but it has been about 8 years since it came out, which is when I played it, so this is largely a fresh playthrough for me. I do remember some things here and there, but overall it's basically like I'm playing a brand new game, and so far I'm enjoying the story enough, and I like some of the characters quite a bit. I do have some issues, but I'll hold off on my more detailed thoughts until my review for the game, which will be after I finish the full playthrough. So with all of that out of the way, let's get into chapter 2 of Planet of the Apes: Last Frontier. Alright, we are back. Really enjoyed chapter 1, and I like what we've gotten of the story so far. Oh, I'm curious if I was valid or not, and not trusting them.
I don't think you've been entirely honest with us. 'Cause you sure as hell ain't who you say you are.
Guess it's time we came clean, eh, Oswald? Fact is, we didn't want to scare you guys unnecessarily. But we're, what you'd call...
ape hunters. You're what?
We hunt apes since the flu.
Somehow they got out. They got smart. Bred like rats. Use guns.
Guns?
Yup. Shoot you real dead, too.
Your wound's mighty improved.
Oh yeah, how about that? I guess I'm one of those lucky types. Heals fast.
Yeah, he was definitely lying there.
Apes, they are a scourge. They've been heading east. We've been tracking them. See, what we do is we find a tribe and we rob them out. And people are usually pretty grateful.
Surprisingly grateful.
So you knew about these apes. Now, what else didn't you tell us?
I wouldn't say we knew you had an ape problem. Fact is, we thought you folks might be fine out here.
I guess now we've changed our minds about that.
They're very accepting of this is just their apes. It's much more, I don't know how much they knew about the ape outbreak, similar to how Malcolm and his humans didn't seem to really know or expect them to be there. So it's interesting that these guys are a little more accepting of, oh, okay, just smart apes are out there. I think it just makes more sense for them to want to help hunt down the apes.
Okay, I get it. These apes are dangerous. So what do? Hunt them down? Drive them out of the valley?
Yeah, appreciate that vote of confidence, but the thing is, we don't know how bad your ape problem is.
Could be a whole army of them out there.
And I'm guessing you folks don't have a damn clue what you're gonna face. So for us, come morning, we're turning south.
Gotta get all the information out of these guys.
Yeah, you're right. We don't have a clue. But maybe you do, so why don't you share what you know, huh?
Yeah, maybe next time. If there is a next time. Your town, not too friendly either. I think you can sort this out.
All right, I get it. Couple of punk drifters, all talk. Come on, Jess, let's get out of here.
Ma'am, Mr. Rainey, you really want our help, you know what? We'll help. But here's the thing, you need to listen to us and do exactly what we say, when we say it, or more people are gonna die.
It's your call, Jess.
For a 2017 game, the graphics are, I think they hold up really well. Some things look not great, but especially the close-ups of everything looks really, really good. I think you got to take charge here. I'm gonna go with forceful.
Yeah, we'll listen. But let's get one thing straight. You don't call the shots, I do.
Okay, we'll help you. Not right now. We're gonna get some sleep. But come tomorrow, though, we'll track us some apes. Hell, maybe even kill a few.
Makes me curious if there are more.
Yeah, I'll shut the door. We're getting a little bit of a draft in here.
There are more ape hunters out there in the Caesar part of the world. I don't know where. I don't know if this takes place in. I guess it couldn't take place in San Francisco. I don't know where in the country this takes place, but I'm curious if there are ape hunters all over the world like that. Very interesting kind of expansion on the lore, I think. Also something to note, that is the same kind of crown that Cornelia was wearing in Dawn. So makes me wonder how widespread are all these the cultures of the apes with what the males and the females do and all that kind of stuff. Stay silent on this one, I think, because it just makes more sense for his character.
Tonight, and for many nights, we shall feast!
I think in this case, I mean, he's too smart to know it's not human food. So I think you just gotta deflect. I do wonder if maybe the development of orangutan speaking is just slower, which is why he and Maurice don't talk as much. I think I confide on this one. A lot of conflict, really, just no matter what direction you go with the story here, no matter what choices you make, it seems, which I like. I like that.
When we talk with Father, we tell him we found steel on mountain. Understand?
I don't know. I really like these characters so far. I think Bryn is a really good kind of central figure, a protagonist. Do you want to lie and protect your lying brother, or well, there's no option to tell the truth, which honestly is kind of what I think he should do, but I think just evade talking about it. We were lucky.
Yes.
I want to keep him out of trouble, so yeah, it's the way to go. I also just like his name. It's a good ape leader name, Khan.
Go. Eat. The tribe. Feast. Bryn, I ask you one last time. Is that how it happened?
I'm torn here, because I feel like this is the moment where he should confess, but he's ratting out his brother. But his brother kind of deserves to be ratted out on. But I don't know. I think you should tell him. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you could lie and cover it up and keep it going, but what good would that really do? I think you just confess. I think they need to know so they can prepare for the humans, you know? Just gotta apologize.
Did you see humans?
Oh, I don't know about this one. I don't know if I should tell him about the...
Yes,
Oh, I guess I don't get a choice there.
there were two. Did you hurt them?
See, at this point, it's like you just gotta tell him everything, I think.
We had to kill one. The other escaped. My sons are fools. You put the tribe in danger. Clarence.
Again, Clarence being the wise one. I think it was just the smart way to go. You know, this makes no sense to lie. You know, you want to be prepared for humans that are going to come. You want to protect your tribe. So, especially you don't want to rat out your brothers. Just for the safety of everyone, you got to tell the truth and confess.
No, Mark. You wait here.
I also do like this stuff between her and her son. You don't really seem to get a lot of it, at least so far.
Neck broken like a twig. It's a hell of a way to go.
Y'all see these tracks?
Bunch of apes. 5, 6, maybe. Chimps, mostly. But you see here? At least one gorilla. And they're riding horses, too.
I think you should probably be more concerned than curious at this point.
You think they're still close?
Yeah.
What the hell happened here?
My guess is that's where that gorilla crashed through. The other 5 or 6 through this one. With guns. Say it wasn't a fair fight.
Well, maybe it was just a random attack, and they moved on.
Nah. See, that's the interesting thing, is like, I know the apes are smart, and I know that, you know, he's right, so she should listen to Willits. But if I was her, I don't know if I would believe everything he's saying. I might think he's crazy. I think you gotta go with Willits on this one.
I think we should listen to him, Rainey. They've killed these things before.
Look, winter's coming. Just like us, they need food. My guess is they're close.
What if they're watching us right now?
Yeah, you gotta stay vigilant, so I'm gonna go with that one.
Maybe they are.
Apes get a taste of blood, it's no telling what they do.
There's only one way to find out. Like, they like trees. Yeah, they like cover.
Yeah, it's easy enough to track them from here.
So we hunt them down.
Now, hold on. Now, we came here for Pete and the herd. There is no way in hell that we're going after him.
Oh, Willits is right. We need to know what we're up against. We go find them.
Exactly. Gotta know how many of them there are. And if they're moving on, or if they plan to stay.
Oh, shit. All right. Blake. We need to get Pete back to town. The herd to safety. Take care of it.
Yeah.
Mark, I want you to stay close.
Of course.
Hey, Mark. Why don't you give Blake a hand, huh? Get Pete laid to rest. Bring the steer in. It's an important job, son.
Okay, let's go find some apes.
Good man.
I like the human characters in this. I actually like them about as much as I like them in Dawn. And I like the human characters in Dawn more than a lot of people. But they're actually pretty compelling here, I think. There's some interesting relationships and dynamics between characters. So I like what we got here. It's different factions and stuff.
We're getting close. Y'all better be ready.
I also really like the snowy environment we're getting in this story. Again, I'm not 100% sure where this takes place in the world, but I'm wondering if it's on the East Coast or maybe somewhere just further north. I don't really know.
Willett, what do you know about these apes?
No. No, they'll rip you in two. I'll tell you this, though. They go down with a headshot. Anything else, you better empty that clip.
That is something I've always been curious about in the movies. Why are apes so able to resist bullets, it seems like? Especially gorillas.
But if we hit them hard, they'll run, right? Just leave.
Run. No. We meet up with them. We're in for a nasty fight.
You want to know what to do if one of them grabs you?
Let me guess, Reeves. Scream?
Sure. It makes you feel better.
Oh, not good. Oh, dang, they get Juno? This is the one time I do wish this game was more of a shooter, where you could at least, take part in it, but...
Fall back! We'll cover you!
Rainey, fall back! They got us covered!
We gotta find the horses!
it's scenes like this where I really am reminded of why I love Planet of the Apes. Specifically just the thematic elements of it. Because, you know, I don't really want anyone here to die. Like, no one here is in the wrong.
What happened?
They attacked us. They ran off. We beat them.
Yeah, maybe.
We should get the hell out of here.
So, here.
Oh no. Oh man. Man. It's gotta be hard on the brothers. I feel like they got their father killed.
The camp is close. We can still.
Aw, Juno.
Sons, listen to me.
That's not the smartest idea.
Listen to Clarence. Take.
I was gonna say. No, I was gonna say apes together strong. Family is all. Okay. Different.
What the hell happened? We found the apes all right. Tracked them straight into an ambush.
Where's Isaac?
I'm sorry. Isaac didn't make it. 2 dead in 24 hours. God, Jess.
What are you blaming her for?
I know, and they're still out there. But for now, we have to take care of everyone here.
Jess. We gotta start protecting ourselves and fast. Get people looking for ways that apes can break into this town.
I don't want to scare people. So just you and your men take care of this, got that?
Jess, you gotta get this town safe again. Now, it could be Oswald and I help you with that.
You know what? I don't know. I still don't know how I feel about these guys. Because, yeah, they're helpful, but... I mean, they let us right into a trap. They weren't prepared for it. Yeah, I'm gonna go... Yeah, I'll hear him out.
I thought you might have ideas. Let's hear him.
Look, when the apes find you, and they will find you, they're gonna come after you. So unless you got guns on all these walls, and I do mean all these walls, it's just a matter of time before they're in here.
Okay, but hang on. We can't just hole up in here, waiting. We need to send out patrols.
See, now I'm conflicted, because I'm actually starting to like Rainey. I'm starting to agree with him. But Willits, he makes good points. I do think you need patrols out there. I think it's smart. I'm gonna go with Rainey on this one again.
He's right. What are we supposed to do? Sit on the wall 24/7, guns pointed at nothing? We send out patrols.
Patrols. But you must be ape hunters.
I guess when you put it that way. Okay.
Securing Millerton's a priority. We take care of our people.
It's a good decision, Jess.
I'm not really crazy about these guys still, but it would be pretty stupid to send them away now.
You two thinking you'll stay?
Got some good people in this town. Hate to see things go wrong. Yeah, I think we will stay.
Sure. In the meantime, we'll go outside and check out ways the apes could maybe get in here.
What can I do?
I wish we were getting more of these two. He's barely in this. I do like that dynamic that was set up between them, but they haven't really explored much with it. I really liked him, man. I really liked Khan. I thought he was a good leader. I actually would have been curious to see more of him, but obviously plays that role of the elder who dies, and then the younger protagonist kind of rises to the occasion. So it makes sense, kind of just falls in line with that formula.
You did this!
Tola, come on. So... Yeah, you gotta stop this. He's just cruel for no reason.
Tola. Ape. Not fight. Ape.
Yeah. It's the one thing I'm always gonna agree. Apes need to stay together strong. Yeah, again, really bringing out the Kobo in this guy. It's just very hot-headed and selfish. Exactly, Clarence. Wish they would listen. Exactly. Tola's 100% in the wrong here, and everyone knows it. No, you gotta be a real leader. See, again, close-up shots like that look really, really good. The graphics are really impressive.
Brutus!
Rainey, what's going on?
Jess, you've seen what those apes can do. I figure we need to use everything we got. Otherwise, next time.
This is what I continue to like about this game, is it makes me question, I'm not so much question, it just makes you ponder, like, especially because I'm such a Planet of the Apes fan, and I'm, resonate with the, I empathize with the apes. I don't want to go out against them, but you have to think about it from their perspective, and specifically her perspective. And like I said earlier, I am starting to really like Rainey. I think he's makes a lot of good points. He kind of starts out as a hothead, but yeah, I don't know if I'd necessarily consider him a hothead now. That being said, I think she still has to be the one in command here, so not without my say.
Hang on. Nobody issues these weapons unless I say.
Really? You don't think we need real firepower when we go back into that forest?
Hit them before they hit us. Going nowhere. Yeah, I get what he's saying. I'll be receptive towards it.
You mean hit them before they hit us?
I don't like bloodshed, Jess, any more than you do. But sitting here, waiting, it is not a good plan. We have to deal with them, one way or the other.
He is right.
We got no choice.
You definitely can't just sit around. I'm going to go with confronting. I think you got to,
No.
we do have a choice in how you handle this. And I think that's more along with
So,
who she is as a
we
character.
just sit back and we wait for them. That your plan?
The apes attacked us because we attacked them. Can't you see that?
I think he's being a little now. See, this is where I'm taken back a little. I think he's being a little stubborn. I mean, I get it. I'll say this: I actually understand him and empathize with him more than I did with Carver in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I think he's a bit more of a developed version of that character because I actually understand why he's afraid. I understand why he's so anti-ape and he wants to go guns a-blazing towards them. That being said, I think I still go with her being a bit more assertive and making the calls.
I'll make the calls, Rainey. You just make sure you and your men are on board.
I have a bad feeling about him.
Here. At least carry a decent weapon.
Oh, never mind. Okay. I thought that was going in a different direction. But, yeah, I think you gotta take it. I'd be stupid to not take it.
All right? For defense.
All right, it's your call, but Jess, God, if you're wrong and they come for us.
If I'm wrong, then we'll fight them off. And then we'll follow them back into the forest. Find their camp. And then we'll hunt them down like rats.
I think she's a good leader. I think she's stern and she's strong, but she's not cruel. Definitely Malcolm-esque. Not 100% like Malcolm. I can notice some differences, but that's another thing about this game I've noticed is that a lot of the characters, and I'll talk more in detail about this in my review, but a lot of the characters seem to follow similar, if not the same archetypes as characters we've already seen. I don't know if I like that or not yet. It really just depends on how they do it, where the rest of the story goes and where the character arcs go.
Khan is dead! Tola is leader now!
Still don't think that was a good choice. I get he's the older brother, but that was just not a smart move on Khan's part, I don't think. Interesting that this is the same way that the apes held a funeral. Well, not exactly the same, but they had a fire. They had a funeral pyre for their fallen ape, similar to how they did with Caesar in Kingdom. So I'm wondering if Wes and the writers of Kingdom took any sort of inspiration from this, or maybe it all came from Matt Reeves, I don't know, or Andy Serkis, I don't know. But it's just interesting to see that this game introduced that concept years before we saw it in Kingdom in the movies. I keep going with my gut on this one, and I think when it comes down to it, you always got to go with Clarence. It doesn't make sense to just resist outright. You at least try to work with him. Otherwise, you're just asking for a war right from the start. Yeah, Clarence is right on this one. Do not like that gorilla, though. Brutus, I think is his name. Yeah. I don't have a good feeling about him. I feel like he could be a problem, but we'll see. This is actually a really interesting play on the Koba-Caesar dynamic. Yeah, he's got to, now more than ever, he needs to stick to his...
I smell fear, brother.
Stick to his guns. The dynamic between Tola and Bryn, I think, is obviously very similar to Caesar and Koba, but having Tola be kind of the leader from the jump, kind of. I think it makes this dynamic a little, not more interesting, it just is a different version of it, it's a different version of something we've kind of seen before, so I do appreciate that. No, I think after really talking to Clarence, I think his head should be a bit more straightforward. I don't think just joining his brother is the right move in this vengeance quest. Exactly.
You will listen to me, brother. Obey! Tonight, we kill humans.
Random, but I don't know why the lighting was so dark on his face in that shot. I think you'd want to see his...
Gather our strongest warrior.
See his eyes more, but that's just me.
Clarence, come. Clarence, wise.
This feels like bad news for Clarence. I do not like it. I hope he doesn't die. I have a feeling he's going to, but I really think Clarence is unfortunately not long for this world and this story. Alright guys, that was chapter 2 of Planet of the Apes Last Frontier. I hope you guys have been enjoying my playthrough of the game so far. It's going to be a little bit longer of a wait for part 3, which will be out at the end of next week, just because I have another video that will be coming out in between now and then, so I will be back in a week for chapter 3, but until then, If you liked this video, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so that you can stay up to date on all things apes. I'll see you in the next one, so until then, goodbye.